In the news tonight, Israel's army radio says Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar is killed following an operation in the Gaza Strip. An Israeli airstrike on a school in Jabalia in the northern Gaza Strip kills at least 28 people, including children. And the foreign minister and his Romanian counterpart emphasized the need to end Israel's aggression against Gaza and Lebanon. Good evening. Israel's army radio said the Israeli military has killed Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar following an operation in the Gaza Strip. It said the incident had occurred during a targeted ground operation in the city of Rafah in the southern Gaza Strip. Also in Gaza, at least 28 Palestinians, including children, were killed and dozens injured after an Israeli strike hit a school in Jabalia in the northern strip that is sheltering displaced people. Earlier today, Palestinian health officials said at least 11 Palestinians were killed in two separate Israeli strikes in Gaza City, while several others were killed in central and southern Gaza areas. Meanwhile, residents of Jabalia in northern Gaza said Israeli forces blew up clusters of houses, firing from the air, from tanks, and by placing bombs in buildings and then detonating them remotely. In the occupied West Bank, Israeli occupation forces shot dead an elderly Palestinian woman while harvesting olive trees in the village of Faqwa, northeast of Jenin. Separately, witnesses said illegal Israeli settlers attacked Palestinians while harvesting olives near Tulkarem city. Lebanon's official media reported that an Israeli strike hit near the south coastal city of Tyre. The strike came hours after the Israeli military called on residents to leave parts of what it said were Hezbollah strongholds in the eastern and southern regions of Lebanon, warning Israeli forces would again target the areas. Meanwhile, the World Health Organization warned the risk of cholera spreading in Lebanon is very high. The warning came after a case of the acute and potentially deadly diarrheal infection was detected in the country. Foreign Minister Ayman As-Safadi discussed with his Romanian counterpart Luminița Oribescu ways to enhance cooperation between the two friendly countries and the Jordanian-European partnership. The two sides also addressed efforts being made to halt the Israeli aggression on Gaza and Lebanon immediately, the serious escalation in the West Bank, and efforts to achieve a just and comprehensive peace based on the two-state solution. The two ministers stressed the need to protect the region from the risk of slipping into a regional war. The foreign minister and his Malaysian counterpart Muhammad Hassan also discussed efforts to stop the Israeli aggression against Gaza and Lebanon, the Israeli assaults on the Palestinian people, and the sanctities in occupied Jerusalem. In a phone call, the two ministers also addressed cooperation in delivering humanitarian aid to Gaza to confront the humanitarian disaster caused by the Israeli aggression. They affirmed their commitment to strengthening bilateral relations and increasing cooperation in various fields. Jordan welcomed a resolution adopted by UNESCO on all Jerusalem and its walls, which stated that all Israeli procedures aiming to change the identity of the Holy City and its legal status quo are null and void. Foreign Ministry spokesperson Sofyan Liqda said the resolution was unanimously adopted by UNESCO Executive Board yesterday during its 220th session. And back here at home, the southern military zone foiled an attempt to smuggle quantities of drugs using a drone along its western border. According to a source from the General Command of the Jordan Armed Forces Arab Army, border guard forces in cooperation with security agencies and the Anti-Narcotics Department intercepted the drone as it attempted to cross the border illegally. The source said the drone was brought down inside the Jordanian territory and the confiscated drugs were handed over to relevant authorities. That was the news. Thank you for listening. Good night.